Packers injury updates before showdown at Lions, key players in the spotlight. The Green Bay Packers emerged from their Thanksgiving night win over the Miami Dolphins in relatively good health, with only one significant injury to report. In contrast, the Detroit Lions are facing a slew of injuries as they prepare for a pivotal matchup against the Packers. Green Bay Packers, staying strong after Thanksgiving victory. Green Bay, YC. Following their hard-fought victory over the Miami Dolphins, the Packers find themselves in a much better physical state than their Week 13 opponents, the Detroit Lions. Despite the rigorous schedule of Sunday to Thursday games, the Packers appear to have avoided significant injuries. With the exception of reserve cornerback Corey Ballentine, Ballentine sustained a knee injury during the Packers' explosive kickoff return to start the game, but the injury is not expected to keep him out long-term. Coach Matt LaFleur was optimistic about the team's overall health, stating, "I think we came out pretty nice. Corey's not going to be long-term." The Packers managed to navigate both their victories over the 49ers and Dolphins with minimal damage. Cornerback Jair Alexander, knee, and linebacker Edgerrin Cooper, hamstring, missed both games, while wide receiver Romeo Doubs, concussion, was injured during the San Francisco game and was inactive against the Dolphins. Coach LaFleur shared his thoughts on the team's physical status post-game, saying, "We came out pretty clean. I feel like we're in a pretty good spot, but I'll know more when I get around these guys." After the Thanksgiving win, Ballentine's injury was the only notable one, and the team felt confident moving forward. Isaiah McDuffy steps up in a big way linebacker. Isaiah McDuffy proved invaluable on Thursday, stepping up to fill the gap left by Edgerrin Cooper. Despite suffering an ankle injury in the previous game, McDuffy played 63 of 71 defensive snaps against Miami. He finished the game with 10 tackles, 1 forced fumble, and 1 pass breakup. LaFleur praised McDuffy's toughness and effort, saying, "One thing you know that you're always going to get from Isaiah McDuffy is 100% max effort, and I think it's evident. It shows up on every snap." His physicality and determination were critical to the Packers' success, especially with Cooper unavailable. Detroit Lions, struggling with multiple injuries. In contrast, the Detroit Lions are grappling with a series of injuries that have significantly impacted their defense. During their Thanksgiving victory over the Chicago Bears, Lions defenders were dropping like flies, and it has left the team with several key players sidelined for the upcoming matchup against Green Bay. The most significant injury for Detroit is to linebacker Malcolm Rodriguez, who tore his ACL during the Thanksgiving game. Rodriguez had been a starter for the Lions, contributing 2 sacks and 43 tackles this season. His injury will further strain an already depleted linebacker core, which is also missing standout Alex Anzalone due to a broken forearm. The Lions are also dealing with injuries to key defensive players, including defensive end Josh Paschal, who sustained a knee injury. While the injury is not considered severe, Paschal may miss the Green Bay game. He had filled in admirably for the injured All-Pro Aiden Hutchinson, recording 2 sacks and 5 tackles for losses. Another important player, defensive tackle Levi Onwuzurike, is dealing with a hamstring injury and could also be sidelined against the Packers. Onwuzurike has been an important contributor to the Lions' defense, ranking second on the team with 10 quarterback hits. Lions head coach Dan Campbell remained stoic about the situation, saying, "It doesn't matter. Either it is or it isn't, and we get a guy back or we don't get a guy back, but worrying about it doesn't help us." He emphasized that the team will focus on getting whoever is available ready to play and perform at a high level. Lions roster moves and defensive challenges. To bolster their depth, the Lions recently added defensive tackle Jonah Williams and veteran linebacker Quan Alexander. These additions come after the team signed former Packers Pro Bowler Zadarius Smith, who made an immediate impact with 1.5 sacks during the Chicago game. The Lions' defensive struggles are compounded by their long list of injuries, with key players like linebackers Derek Barnes, Jalen Reeves-Maybin, and defensive linemen Hutchinson and Marcus Davenport, all on injured reserve. Packers' special teams depth, Ballentine's role. Corey Ballentine, who is third on the team in special teams snaps, has also contributed significantly on defense, recording 4 tackles and a forced fumble in that phase. His injury is a blow to the Packers' special teams unit, but Coach Lafleur believes it is not long-term. Just judging by the tape, it looked like they just hit knees, Lafleur said, expressing confidence that Ballantyne's injury won't affect his long-term availability. With the Packers looking to build on their recent success, all eyes will be on how they fare against a depleted Lions team in this crucial divisional matchup. As both teams continue to deal with injuries, the outcome could hinge on which squad is able to step up and adapt in the face of adversity. If you're a Packers fan or just love exciting football, make sure to like this video and subscribe to the channel to stay updated with all the latest news and analysis. Don't miss out on more in-depth coverage as we follow the Packers' journey throughout the season. Your support means a lot to us, and we appreciate you being a part of the community.